All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning to this wonderful Saturday morning. Welcome to Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMP Speaks. I'm so glad to be with you on today. And my name is David M. Pinson, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am a motivational empowerment speaker, a Christian counselor, and a family restoration specialist, a family coach. And I'm coming to you to help you rebuild your family dynamic. I do these every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. and on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. all Eastern Standard Time. So I'm so glad for you to be with me on this morning. I won't hold you long, but I feel in my heart of hearts, I want to talk about this topic: anger from your child. Anger from your child. A lot of children, and especially in this new generation, um, in my generation in general, a lot of children deal with, um, my thought is going away from me. I'm sorry, everybody. Depression and anxiety, right? But a lot of kids deal with anger. A lot of this anger, from what I've experienced from families that I have dealt with and individuals, a lot of anger comes from disappointment. A lot of anger comes from being pushed or feeling that they're being pushed to the side or not cared about. But a lot of the anger that I see is absentee parents, preferably fathers. When a child feels that the father, especially if the father's not in the house anymore, or a divorce has happened and that father or the mother, but let's stay with the fathers, the father has made a whole new family, or they have did their own thing. That child not only has or feels disappointment, but that disappointment turns into hate, but anger. A lot of your children are angry right now. They've been angry for a while, and you know this, but you might not know how deep it is. You'll be surprised that some of your children, even though they're angry with that parent, especially the father that left, they love that father, especially if that father or that father figure or that bonus father, stepfather was in their life and they have moved on to do their own thing, or start another family, or it's their biological father and they have moved on and went with another family. Listen, anger is anger when it comes to a child. There's different levels to it, but it all comes back down to anger. A lot of kids are so angry because they feel abandoned. Excuse me. Still dealing with these sinuses, y'all. Still dealing with them. I'll probably be dealing with them for a long time, but I'm working on them. Anyways, a lot of kids are so angry because they feel abandoned. They feel left behind. They feel like nobody cares about them. They feel that nobody loves them. They don't feel like that father really loves them, that really cares. They will do any and everything to show that parent that I'm here, I'm still alive, I still love you, I'm angry, but why? What? And then they'll start questioning themselves, what's wrong with me? Have your child ever come up to you and said, why doesn't daddy call me? Why doesn't dad come around? Why doesn't dad get on FaceTime? Why? I know he lives in another city or another state, but why does he not call me? Why don't I ever hear from him? A lot of kids are angry. And if that anger is not dealt with in the proper way, kids start to become hard hearted towards you because they start to blame you because their father is no longer there. They start blaming you and treating you a certain way. And they start to act out because they try to blame you for the breakup. They try to blame you for the divorce. They try to blame you for the separation. And because they try to blame you for those things because they're angry and they're disappointed and they're hurt and they got a pain, it can really ruin your relationship with your child, especially the child that you birth, the child that you feed every day, that you clothe every day. Make sure that they're good mentally and emotionally. They're getting all the love and tender care from you. But a lot of kids are angry because their fathers are not there. A lot of young ladies are angry because their father is not there, that the father never calls, the father never shows up, to nothing, doesn't show up to graduation, doesn't show up to recitals, doesn't show up to football games, doesn't show up to soccer games, doesn't show up to birthday parties, don't call, don't send money, don't send anything, don't hear their voice. A lot of kids are angry. And this is why, and this is one of the biggest reasons why they're acting out. Some of your kids have some run-ins with the law. Some of your kids have or are experiencing probation. Some of your kids are dealing with drinking and smoking weed, smoking marijuana. Some of your kids are experimenting things and you don't know nothing about it because they're hiding it because they're angry. They're showing all of this because in the heart, in their hearts, in their minds, they're hurt. Now, why did I talk about this today? Because this is where a lot, not saying everything, not every situation, but a lot of anger stems from that parent not being there, that parent not showing up, that parent not even caring. Do you know how hurt a child can feel when the parent doesn't want nothing to do with them? That's a hurtful feeling. I'll even do you one better. What if the father is in the house, but spends no time with that child, spends no time with that teen? Don't talk to them, don't do nothing with them. That's a hurtful feel. There's a lot of anger. And with that anger, there's a lot of disappointment in that parent, but it's also a lot of disappointment in themselves. Because you know why? A lot of kids, because of their anger, they'll start blaming themselves, or they don't want to feel that pain, and they'll start doing those things that I mentioned with the drugs and the alcohol and running with people that they know they're not supposed to run with. But they gotta find somewhere that they are accepted. A lot of kids are going into gangs and doing all these things because there's a group of them. They might call themselves misfits or the long lost, whatever I've heard. Well, in all actuality, they're getting around people that show them attention, that are there. If they call them, they're there. If they get in trouble, they're there. And that their heart starts to become hard because that father never picked up the phone. That father never said anything. That father never made an attempt. And this is why your relationship with your child could be tainted because of the father, the parent, the guardian not there. And that parent was a significant piece to their existence, to their development. And because of that, your children start to act out, start acting crazy. I'm serious. Start acting and doing all these things. There is a root cause, there's a root issue. And I want to just shine a light on that today. And just to also tell you, even though this is true, there is help. There is hope. There is an opportunity for reconciliation because I do believe every family deserves transformation. I do believe every family deserves restoring or restoration. I do believe that. But there is a choice that has to be made by you, the parent. You see what's going on with your child. You see that they're acting up. You see that they're struggling in school. You see that there are problems. A lot of that comes from anger. A lot of that comes from pain. A lot of that comes from disappointment because they don't feel loved. They feel loved by you, but they don't feel love from that other parent. And because they don't feel that love, They start to question themselves. Who am I? What is my identity? Who am I? I'm going to say that again. Who am I? My father don't want me. He don't want to spend no time with me. So I guess I'm a misfit. I guess I don't matter. But let me say this to you. Your child matters. You matter. Your family matters. I'll say it again. Your child matters. You matter. That family, his or her family, they matter. But they don't see that right now. But you got to do your best to show them that they matter. So I want to encourage you all, every parent and every guardian that watches me, that shares this information, and please share this with someone. There is families out there, not a family, but there are families out there that are dealing with an angry child, an angry teen, and you know that they need help. They won't go to counseling on their own, but maybe they'll go with you. Maybe they'll do family counseling. Maybe there's a way to help them heal the right way. Because sometimes kids try to heal themselves by doing the wrong things. That's going to be detrimental to their lives. How about giving another option, which is me and my program, which is the Family Reconnection Program? Because listen, I don't want it to be said too late for your child. You got to catch them where they are before they get worse. You don't want their situation to get worse. Get the help that they need now. Get the help that your family needs now. I'm not begging you. I'm not pleading with you. I'm just letting you know you don't want things to get worse. You want your child to thrive. You don't want them to just to exist. You want them to live. And I want your family to be able to live. I want your family dynamic to grow and change and evolve the right way. So if that's you, I want you to be bold. I want you to be confident this morning. And I want you to click on my link in my bio and sign up for your free 30-minute consultation call. Get one of my packages. I'm here to help you. I want to be that family coach that's going to change your lives around. That real transformation. We're not just talking about transformation. We're not transforming families. We're transforming families one family at a time. That transformation is needed. It's necessary. So if that's you, I want you to click on the link and sign up today. Listen, don't wait. You've been contemplating this for weeks and months and days, some of you years. Let's stop the bleeding. Let's stop the emotional bleeding. Let's stop the psychological bleeding and get for that emotional hemorrhage. Let's get the help that you need. Click now. I thank you guys so much for your time. Listen, before I let you go, please, please, please share this with someone. Also, I'll be live on today at my show, which is called the Speak Out Loud Radio Show on Fire 716 Radio. You'll see me live again right at 2 p.m. sharp on time. But guys, thank you so much, and catch me next week for Family Morning Transformation, Monday at 7:30 a.m., bright and early for you and your family. I love you all. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend. Peace.